Once we've created consistent lead generation and conversion, and we've created enough profitability to invest in those team members, now the first team members that I usually recommend to invest in are on the lead generation side. For you as the business owner, when you're a solo operator, some of the most valuable things that you can do are generating leads and closing them. Those are like the two most valuable activities that you can possibly do in your business when you're a solo operator. So what we usually recommend, the first positions that we usually recommend to hire are on the lead generation side. This can look a couple of different ways depending on the marketing channels that you are implementing in your business. Now, if you are cold calling and you're texting, that could look like replacing yourselves on the phones. So cold calling is something that you can outsource for pretty inexpensively, and you can get VAs to do the cold calling for you so that leverages your lead generation. So now you've got leads coming in consistently every single day, and now you get to focus on one of the highest dollar per hour tasks and responsibilities in your business, which is sales, which is conversion. Because if you can just focus on closing more deals, you could go from 2 deals per month to 4 deals per month, just because you're not having to focus on the lead generation aspect as well. If you have any questions about scaling your team, building out your team from the ground up, anything at all regarding building your team, post them in the comment section below. I definitely want to help you guys out in this department. So what we've discussed so far, we've discussed the foundation that you need to have in your business, which is marketing and sales systems. Once you get consistent lead and deal flow coming into your business and you create profitability, now you can start focusing on hiring your first team members. I usually recommend something in the lead generation department as first team members that you hire. Now, it depends on the marketing channels. If you're cold calling and texting, it could be having VAs help you with that. If you are doing direct mail or you're doing PPC or SEO, if you have inbound leads coming in, that was how we started. When we first started our business, we started with direct mail campaigns, and we also had some PPC campaigns going as well. And I was doing some driving for dollars as well. But when we really started to scale, we were doing quite a bit of direct mail and PPC. So we had inbound leads coming in. So we needed somebody to answer the phones for us when we first started to hire out our first team members. So the first team member that we actually hired was a lead manager. We needed somebody answering those phones so that I could focus on going out and closing more people, because I was doing the acquisitions at that time, and I was driving all over creation, answering all the phone calls while I'm driving in between appointments with homeowners, and it just wasn't working out. I needed somebody to answer those phones so that I could just focus on closing more deals. So that's what we did. That was the first position that we hired. So you've got to get your lead generation to a point where leads are coming in consistently without you having to be the driver behind that process. If you were having to do all of the texting, all of the cold calling, answer all of the phone calls from inbound leads that are coming in, you cannot scale your business. So you've got to create leverage around that aspect of the business first, which will allow you to focus on closing more deals. It'll allow you to focus more on closing seller appointments and then selling more of those properties on the disposition side if you're wholesaling. And if you're flipping, then you've got all kinds of other operations that you have to deal with. So it'll allow you to focus on being more efficient in the business, because you aren't having to do all of the lead generation. That's time intensive. Those responsibilities are extremely time intensive. And most of the time, it's not the highest dollar per hour responsibility that you can be devoting your time to. Most of the time, sales is that higher dollar per hour responsibility that you need to focus more time on, because that could take you from 2 deals a month to 4 deals a month, or 2 deals a month to 5 deals a month just in itself, if you can create leverage around the lead generation, meaning you are bringing in leads without you having to do that. Your business is bringing in leads without you having to be the driver behind that.